Konami presents bam 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 do 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 do. No thrill with darkness and silence tonight. What a thrill! Searching the mountain to you. The fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. Bam 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 bam. Life not for honor, but for you. Snake eater in my time. There'll be no one else. Snake eater. Why the way I do you? Snake eater. You in a dream. Snake eater.
Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life.
Not for honor, but for you. Snake eater.
In my
Time. There'll be no one else. Why is a ray going to you? Snake eater. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Bow, bow, bow. Bow. Boom, boom, boom. Still in a dream. Snake eater. Hi guys, KintarotheNerd here, and I am back with episode 2 of my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. In the last video we did the Virtuous Mission, and it didn't turn out as planned. We got betrayed. We got betrayed, or the guy we were supposed to rescue got captured. It's just, it was just political drama. Things went awry, and we got betrayed by our own mentor, the boss. So, to say that the Virtuous Mission was a success would be a lie. It was about a disaster, and the fallout from that is we're going to see in this episode how bad the fallout is going to be. So now we got Operation Snake Eater ahead of us. So without further ado, let's officially start Operation Snake Eater. 1 week later, 11:30 p.m. August 30, 1964.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous Mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard.
Yeah, but you can't be recognized for it.
Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
No pressure.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited.
Yeah,
Here,
you're not gonna like it.
cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That is unexpected.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you?
Yep. Sure does.
Retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon.
Definitely don't want
With the
that.
help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special
That's
forces?
very same.
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Yes,
That
that's correct.
tracks.
And the American government denies any involvement
Of
in
course.
the affair.
Of course.
Is that right as well?
Of course you
correct.
would.
We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
A single
I don't know
legendary
what else to
soldier.
tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week.
So this should help you.
Only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
Possibly.
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world order.
That's bad.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Yeah. I did warn you about the fallout, did I?
The Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications
Oh, hi there.
satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
That looks like a rough ride.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet.
Miss, I presume.
It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose
Mach
it.
3. That's Definitely gotta be a rough, uncomfortable ride for Snake. Jeez. I'm seeing this remembering that Snake suffered some broken bones at the hand of the boss. And some cuss. That was a week ago. That's definitely not enough time for him to recover from all that. Especially from broken bones.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished.
You jinxed us.
I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
You jinxed us.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is
Same as always.
140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous Mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is Who are the Patriots and Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission.
Right.
Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Alright, so he said that this whole area has been polluted. That doesn't sound like the kind of place we want to be in. I've played Fallout. I know how bad that can be. Okay, so let's contact paramedic and SIGINT and introduce ourselves. Well, we introduce ourselves to paramedic at the very least.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble. To make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
Okay, so now let's introduce ourselves to SIGINT.
Yo, you're Snake, aren't you?
And you're SIGINT?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology. I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
Alright, so those of you who watched James Bond, or familiar with James Bond, this is very much like... Okay, let me say this. Naked Snake is James Bond, 007. Major Zero is his M. You know, M being the guy in charge of MI6, the one who gives James Bond his missions. Paramedic is like Moneypenny. The lady that works with M and who James Bond constantly has a flirty, playful relationship with. And finally we have SIGINT, who is like Q, who supplies Bond with all his gadgets, like the watch that like the watch that has a laser built in, or the pin that explodes. You guys see where I'm coming from, right? You guys see how you guys notice the similarities between Bond, Snake, and their support and their support.
You want to save? Hold on a sec.
All we need is all that's missing is Snake's fearless light. All we're missing is Snake's fearless lighter. As for the Bond glow, well, we all know who that is.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Or at the very least. Or at the very least, I know who the Bond glow is, who Bond glow is going to be. Okay, so let's take a look at a backpack. We should not have any. Alright, we lost all our. We lost all of our food. Everything we had collected during the Virtuous Mission is lost. And we picked up a fog. Oh, there's a snake. So that's at least some of the... So at least we got some food. It's not much, but it's a start. We don't have a train gun though. We got M19. That we got M19. No, got suppressor too. But like Zero said, the M19 is noisy. Oh. Got some mushrooms. Those should be the edible mushrooms. That are supposed to be edible. Drimushi North. So we are coming up on the area where we first met the where we first ran into the KGB soldiers. That was a horse. That was a horse.
You just heard a horse?
Yeah,
You sure it wasn't something else?
I know a horse when I hear one.
Paramedic, are there any wild horses in Selino Yask?
Do you really expect me to say yes?
No.
So what should I do?
There's only one way through that area. All you can do is move forward.
Gotcha.
Head towards the sound of that horse. It came from the north. Be careful.
Alright. Equip our gun. Oh. Why up against a tree? Nice horsey. Nice horsey.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
The boss.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
Here. There, every now and
What are
then.
you doing here?
About to see how good she is.
Go home.
Can't do that.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
I was. Thank you very much.
Boss.
I'm not your boss.
She is
anymore.
very good.
There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
That's the plane. That's the pod plane thingy that we took to get here. Now she lit it up all. Now she lit it
That
all
should
up
stir
on
things up.
fire.
You'd better hurry.
Hello, spooky guy.
The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well.
And she knows him too well.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Ouch!
If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
I really can't do that. That'd be very bad for me.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where
That's
Adam is
kind of
waiting.
what she was telling
Scouts
you
have probably already been sent
first,
out to investigate
last
the
mission.
explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, Don't let them see you.
I think that was a message she was trying to give him in the last mission. During their first quarter conversation. That there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. Your friends today could be your enemies tomorrow.
HQ, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Alright, let's look at our camo index. It's nighttime. So we should pick camo that are best suited for nighttime. I'm not gonna pick this. No way. So now the area is in caution. The soldiers are in a heightened alert. And our gun is gone. It's been destroyed. So pretty much all we have to defend ourselves is a knife. Still better than nothing. So I could try and sneak up ahead. Or I could just wait it out. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll wait it out. That guy's going over there. This guy is coming this way. I'm feeling like it'd be safer. If we wait it out. I don't know where that guy up there went. Did he go further ahead, or yeah, he's gonna come back this way? I kind of expected that. But yeah, the alert in Snake Eater is pretty much the same in the Metal Gear Solid 2. You get spotted, you go into alert. You stay out of sight long enough, you'll go into
Understood. Return to your position.
you stay out of sight long enough, you go into evasion. And then we'll go into caution. Okay, so should be relatively safe now to move on ahead. Okay, let's change uniforms. Let's go to tighter stripe. So our destination is the abandoned factory where we found Sokolov. We've been there before. So we're pretty much just gonna head there the same way we head there last time. I see a guy over there. Shit. Poisoned. I got bit by a snake and now I'm poisoned. Definitely don't need to deal with that. Okay. Going to cure. Yes. Serum. There we go. That was pretty much a first for me. I wouldn't say a first, but that's definitely something that doesn't happen to me often. During my playthrough. It's not often that I get poisoned. So looks like I got that. Just got that one guy to deal with. So alright. Alright, now he's gonna come back this way. Okay, now. Well, that worked well. I had some concerns about when or if I had some concerns about when it would turn around and come and about when it would English. I needed English. I had some concern about when it would turn around and come back. But I'm glad that worked out the way it did. Okay. So we are at Rasvet. Oh, one button. For a second, I thought I was back in the PS2 era.
You've arrived at the factory, I see.
Yeah, now to meet up with this Adam guy.
Good. Go to it.
So, where is he?
We weren't given an exact location.
How about a time?
Nothing was specified.
A physical description?
I'm not sure.
How am I supposed to find him then?
You won't need to.
Huh?
He'll find you. Why don't you try the room to the northeast where you met Sokolov? Adam might be in there.
Good idea. Let's call paramedic.
Snake, unlike the Virtuous Mission, this is a night operation. You'll be encountering nocturnal animals that you didn't encounter your last mission. Some of them are venomous, like the king cobra, so be careful.
I think I've been introduced.
If you get bitten by a venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and rapidly drain your life gauge. If that's the case,
I think we've
go
been
into the cure
introduced.
screen in Survival Viewer immediately and inject yourself with serum. Got it? I see you caught an Ottenfrog. The Ottenfrog is a large, corpulent species of frog. They're known as a delicacy, so it might be worth catching them for food. The Ottenfrog was originally found only on Amami Oshima in Japan. Frogs usually have 4 toes on their front legs, but the Ottenfrog is unique in that it has 5.
Got it. By the way, you said they were known as a delicacy, right?
Right.
So that means they must taste pretty good, huh?
I guess so. I hear that in Japan, Ottenfrog sashimi and sukiyaki are popular dishes.
Really?
Yeah.
Japan, huh? That place is starting to sound better and better.
I bet.
Sounds like the Cobra Unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain. For true oblivion, the end.
The end.
For infinite rage, the fury.
The fury.
For absolute terror, the fear. And for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
So blissful.
Joy.
It's another name for the boss, because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose. During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair.
I guess so. I won't call him again.
The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the Alamo in the Texan War of Independence.
Remember the Alamo.
That's right. The warheads are equivalent to between 10 and 20 tons of TNT. Every building within 150 yards of the hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb, so they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what happened if she used it again.
But she wasn't the
Snake,
one
what
that
you
used
do?
it.
Yeah, I know.
There's. I want to call him again, just to see.
Ah, you're using the survival knife.
Yeah, this thing provides me with all the bare essentials I need to survive in the field.
Hey, wait. What'd you do with the knife I made you? That was a work of art. It had matches and fish hooks and thread and stuff in the grip.
Sorry to have to tell you this, but that thing is useless in a fight.
No way. Really?
Yeah, when the grip is hollowed out like that, there's not as much space to stabilize the blade. So the joint between the blade and the grip is weaker. That makes it easier to break.
I get it. You're right. With your knife, you don't have to worry about it breaking no matter how much you swing it around.
Thank you.
So the important thing is durability. Man, I gotta write this stuff down. Next time, I'll make it so the matches and fish hooks go in the sheath instead.
I wish the knives and I bet I wish the knives in Resident Evil 2 and 4 were that sturdy, were that doable. Like, oh, I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked by a zombie. Gotta stab it. Oh no, my knife break. I'm in trouble.
You want to save? Chin up.
I'll be in touch.
I guess we won't hear anything about movies until after we meet up with Adam. Right, let's explore a little bit. There wasn't much to grab last time. So we got AK-47. Got some smoke grenades. What's this? A cardboard box. We finally did it. We finally met Snake's one true love. The cardboard boss. There should be some camouflage up here. Face zombie. So I should mention that we can pick up more camouflage and more uniforms. We can pick up more uniforms and face paint as we progress through the game. Back at that cliff, back at that bridge, we picked up Back at the bridge, we picked up a raindrop uniform. And now we just picked up some zombie face paint. Okay. So yeah, just keep an eye out for any more face paint and uniforms to better help you, to give you more options, so you can better blend in. I want to check the rooftop here. Let's check the rooftop, see if there's anything up here. Nothing. Alright, let's check the room where we met Sokolov. Mine detector. Snake, watch out. There are claymore mines around there. Use the mine detector. Who is this? Just call me Deep Throat. Sorry. Hello. Flashback there. Okay, so Sokolov isn't here. I mean, not Sokolov, Adam. Adam isn't here. Okay, let's head on back out.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots?
Hallelujah.
Who are the Patriots? Answer me.
Uh-oh. Surrounded.
Get down!
Nice.
There is your answer.
Like, turned off the light and took advantage. When she turned off the light, the soldiers were trying to get adjusted to the were trying to get readjusted to darkness, and she took advantage of that.
The name's Eva.
Hey, Eva. There's nice Bond girl.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
How are you here to tempt us?
What
That's the
happened to
question.
Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
Clearly.
I heard you used to be a code breaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by.
I figured.
Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
I think Snake just got a boner.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you?
That should be a trank. That should be a trank gun.
Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
That's handy.
Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
He's
You'll
not
never make it
fine.
in your condition. It's a jungle out there.
Welcome
There's still
to the
an hour before
jungle. Yes.
It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right then. I'll do something special for you.
Oh, will you?
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
I guess the one person he trusted was the boss, and now that trust is gone.
Gonna get that?
I bet the boss was the one person he could trust.
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU.
True.
Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Save? Yes. Let's save. So Snake's life and stamina should be replenished now that he's taking a nap. I bet he snores. Though on a sneaking mission, that'd probably be a bad thing. I wonder who she's talking to. I'm not gonna say anything.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
Ocelot soldiers.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's
Snake.
get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear.
Snake, focus.
Here, give me a hand.
I wonder if they're going to keep those sneak peeks in Delta.
I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
Same to you. So, I wonder if they're going to keep those special shots of Eva in the Delta version. Oh, I do have stun grenades equipped. Nice. So we don't really have to kill the Ocelot soldiers. We can just stun them with. We can just knock them unconscious with the stun grenades. That works as well. One, two, three, four.
What?
Down to 3 enemies left. Okay. Let's go into our backpack. Let's equip our Mark 22. Let's go in here. Wait. I see one. Got him. We're now down to 2. Let's see.
I see him!
Okay. We're now down to 1 enemy left.
I see him!
So I shot him with a train. So at any time, should take effect. Anytime now. There we go. This sadly go smoothly, but it went well enough.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh, hi, Ocelot.
That's it. That's the stance. I don't think so.
Hey, watch your hands.
Female spy? This bitch is wearing perfume. Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
Hey, that's not judo.
Get yourself a single-action army.
That's right. There'll be no accidents this time.
You call that an accident? Well, it wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been showing off.
What did you say?
It's a nice gun, I'll give you that. But the engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. Unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have what it takes to kill me.
We'll see.
That's lucky. How did Snake know that there were no... How did Snake know that his revolver was empty? Ooh! Face full of tires.
Six shots. That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many you have left. This is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people.
Damn!
Yeah. You might want to wipe off those tire treads.
This isn't over yet.
Don't.
Why?
He's still young.
You'll regret stopping me.
Maybe.
Damn it! I've got to get back before he does.
Whoa. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Alright. Let's call a team.
It looks like you've got rid of all the ocelots.
Yeah.
Now proceed with the rescue of Sokolov. According to Eva, you should start by going to the crevice to the north and...
Can we trust her?
What's that?
Eva is with the KGB, isn't she? Can I really believe what she says? How do I know she won't double-cross me?
There are no guarantees in espionage, Snake, only calculated guesses. At this point in time, the KGB stands nothing to gain by stabbing us in the back.
So you're saying I can trust her?
I'm saying the chance that she'll betray you is low.
Ah.
Of course, we checked the route she gave you against our own data. It looks like a pretty solid infiltration route. It makes good use of weak spots in the enemy's defenses. You shouldn't have any problems. Follow the route Eva showed you and proceed with the mission.
Roger.
First, enter the cave through the crevice. Eva said it was to the north, so head that way.
Let's call paramedic.
When you're bitten by a venomous animal such as a snake or a spider, or hit by... Snake, there are...
Oh, rats. He's actually asking how do rats taste. And I bet she's disgusted now.
That area is home to the Sunda whistling thrush. The Sunda whistling thrush is a bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest. If you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So...
How does it taste?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
The guide doesn't say. I guess there's no reason you couldn't eat them.
Oh, I see.
But it's nice and plump, so I'm sure it'd make a hearty meal.
That's a good point.
Yeah, she's disgusted.
That area is home to the
I
reticulated
realized
python.
it. I thought she say something about.
Snake, when you get shot.
I thought we could ask
Snake.
her about Ocelot. Right. Let's call Sigint.
Hey, Snake, remember back at the abandoned factory when you whittled the grip of that 45 down?
Yeah,
I've never heard of a customization like that before. Why the grip?
to fit it with a knife.
A knife? You're gonna keep the knife and the gun both at the ready?
That's the idea.
Why would you want to do that?
Sometimes a knife works better in close proximity encounters. So I equip both at the same time. That way I can switch back and forth in an instant.
Badass. So that's that.
CQC.
That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool and handy on operations such as this.
Snake, you said Eva said her Mauser was a Type 17, right?
Yeah, what about it?
That model was produced in the 1920s in a weapons lab in the Shaanxi province in China. The cartridge part sticks out lower than the original to accommodate 45 caliber rounds. The barrel and chamber are a little bit thicker too. But most telling of all, it's got Chinese characters engraved on both sides of the frame like you saw. And that firing stance Eva was talking about where you hold the gun horizontally, that's a trademark of the Chinese. Just like you were saying, when you're firing in full auto mode, the muzzle jump effect gives you a horizontal strafing motion. They say it's especially deadly in indoor and close-range mop-up actions. The Japanese called it bandit shooting and used to dread it. Makes you wonder where she learned to shoot like that.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
You know that army motorcycle that Eva was riding? That's a replica of a German model.
A replica?
Yeah. After World War II, the Soviets confiscated an entire assembly line from a German motorcycle
I wonder if that's.
machines and all.
I wonder if that's
And
actually
then they
true.
took it back with them and started producing replicas?
I wonder if that's
Exactly.
true.
Originally, that motorcycle was designed to be used with a sidecar attached. That means it's got enough power to drag a 200-plus pound sidecar around.
So that's how she could pull off all those crazy stunts.
Uh-huh. Of course, it takes a lot of skill to be able to control that much power. That Eva chick is something else.
Sure is. Any other special dialogue I can have for Sigint?
Hey, you've got an
Ah.
M1911A1.
Yeah, a 45. 50 years since the Army adopted the first model, and they're still using them. It's a real gem of an automatic pistol.
But aren't you gonna need more than just one little handgun?
Not at all. When you're in a tight spot or fighting in close quarters, sometimes a handgun works better than a rifle. And if I equip a knife at the same time, I can instantaneously switch over to hand-to-hand combat.
I see. That 45 you've got there is a lot different from the original, though. Looks like someone did some serious work on it.
It's more than a little. First of all, the feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. It's not going to have any feeding problems. The slide's been replaced with a reinforced version, and it meshes perfectly with the frame. The frame itself has been iron welded and scraped down multiple times for maximum precision. The front strap part of the frame has been checkered to make it dig into the hand. That prevents any slipping. The sight system's original too. It's a 3-dot type. It's got an enlarged front sight, giving it superior target sighting capability. The regular hammer's been replaced with a ring hammer. That enhances the cocking control and increases the hammer down speed. They also reworked the grip safety to accommodate the ring hammer. Looks like they eliminated it altogether. This is a tool for pros. The thumb safety and the slide stop are extended to allow for more precise handling. The base of the trigger guard is whittled down so you can use a high grip. And the trigger itself is a long type for easy finger access. The trigger pull is about 3.5 pounds. That's about 1.5 pounds lighter than normal. The magazine well has been widened to make it easier to put in a new magazine. The magazine catch button has been cut down low to make it harder to hit it by mistake. The mainspring housing has been changed to a flat
Jeez.
type to increase grip. And it's even been fitted with stepping so it
Wow.
doesn't slip from the recoil when firing. On top of that, they added cocking serrations to the front part of the slide. That lets you load and eject cartridges faster in an emergency. Whoever did this is a professional. No question. This thing could shoot a one-hole at 25 yards in a machine rest.
Well, I'll be damned. That's some gun.
Yeah, I've never used a weapon this fine in my life.
That sounds like the mother of all handguns.
You want to save?
And I don't think Snake's ever gonna find a handgun that fine in his life.
Snake, have you seen Earth versus the Spider?
Nope.
It's about this spider that suddenly mutates into a giant monster. They bring it into the city in a state of hibernation, but it wakes up and starts wrecking the place.
So why did the spider turn huge?
I told you, it suddenly mutated.
Yeah, right.
Snake, it's people like you that take all the fun out of watching movies. Always nitpicking and taking things too seriously. Honestly, why even bother? Look, the important thing isn't that it got big.
Then what is important?
The fact that there's a huge spider destroying the city. Suspend your disbelief. That's the whole point of movies.
Yeah, and I feel is something that is, I feel that like that's something that's been lost on modern moviegoers. That people today have lost the ability to suspend their disbelief. Anyway, I just got asked him. I just got asked Signan about this. I just got to. There's no way I can't resist. Is the cardboard boss. Oh, faithful.
Snake, what are you doing?
I'm in a box.
A cardboard box? Why are you...
I don't know. I was just looking at it, and suddenly I got this irresistible urge to get inside. No, not just an urge. More than that. It was my destiny to be here, in the box.
Destiny?
Yeah. And then when I put it on, I suddenly got this feeling of inner peace. I can't put it into words. I feel safe. Like this is where I was meant to be. Like I'd found the key to true happiness.
Uh-huh.
Does any of that make sense?
Not even a little.
You should come inside the box. Then you'll know what I mean.
Man, I don't want to know what you mean. Between you and Paramedic, is everyone but me that is hooked up with a Major Strange?
Yes.
Yeah, well, anyway, I suppose even that dumbass box might make a decent disguise if you wear it inside a building.
That's true. Man, Signan's reaction is funny. His reaction is like hilarious. Man, I don't want to know what you mean. It's like, I just love the dialogue between Snake and his comrades. They're like hilarious. Like, let's save.
You want to save? Hold on a sec. Snake, have you ever seen On the Beach?
No, I don't know it.
It's about the survivors of the Third World War. The entire northern hemisphere is obliterated in a nuclear holocaust, and it's only a matter of time before the few survivors left in the southern hemisphere are poisoned by the deadly fallout. Their only hope is an American nuclear submarine that escapes to the southern hemisphere. They set out for the Arctic to investigate the fallout. The movie came out in '59, and the year that the war was supposed to happen was 1964.
Oh.
In other words, this year.
Nice warning. Let's hope it stays just a movie.
Yeah, let's hope so. So, I think that's going to be it for this video. I think that's it for this video. I'm going to end it here, and I didn't want to make the video as long this time as it was last time, which was about 2 hours. So I wanted to keep the videos short, trying to keep them shorter. I know that's going to be hard to. I know that might be hard to do sometimes with the story and whatnot. But I wanted to try to not make this video as long as it was last time. So this is good stopping point. I'm going to end it here. Next video, I'm going to continue with the mission, which is try and make my way to Sokolov's. Try and make my way to Sokolov. Which means more boss battles. Gotta get through this swamp, whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with part 3 of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So yeah, thank you all for watching. You all have a great rest of your day. Take care. Stay nerdy.